We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
49. Watch the
Protein spill.
Jump.
Go. Leo.
Check three.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
He's checking. Crash.
Now.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Down. 8 read.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
5.
To throw on second down. McPherson setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Go.
From the gun, McPherson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Hey. Ready?
First down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. McPherson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
60 outlaw. Hey, hey, hey. General West. Shoot.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Throwing on 1st down, McPherson. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Hey, check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 3. Big grip.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 20. Keep it up, defense. Keep it.
X3. 218, chopper. Slam. Go.
2nd and 4. That'll be complete to Cook. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 13. And this is Cook with a grab. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
first down. It's Warren, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking downfield for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike, I'm going back.
Looking to throw. McPherson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. Mike, 55. Right there, 55. Watch the curve.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 4. Topper! Bandit! Mike, 53. Let's go!
Back to throw. McPherson. And that's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We own it. Shoot!
Throwing again. McPherson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Hey, shoot! I got you. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 1st down, McPherson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53.
Looking to throw. McPherson. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McPherson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's been a long day for you. Check 52. Check. Crunch. Crowley, 64. Weak. Snap.
Off play action. McPherson. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, Orbit.
To throw on 2nd down. McPherson. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Check. Switch.
They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
60 or 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shit. Watch that. Go. I got motion there. Me. Hit it.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. Caught by Jones. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is
2nd and 15. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Hey, Delta. Yep.
Watch 49.
What we got? Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McPherson. And that will be incomplete.
Get him, boy.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Jackson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Rip left. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 43.
80 weapons. Go, go. Now. He's driven.
From the gun, McPherson. Johnson's got it complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop. Topper.
Lose one.
Yeah.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Now.
Looking to throw. McPherson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go. Hey, exit.
At the 25-yard line.
March 49.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Diggs has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McPherson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Who's that? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Get that quarterback. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McPherson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Go, move it. Keep moving, boys, moving. Echo.
Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the Mike, 55. Right there.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Watch tight is right.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
22 Jack Bombers. 22 snap.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Off the play fake. McPherson. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Throwing on first down, McPherson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. McPherson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, McPherson. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Hey, Orbit. Travis.
On first and 10, McPherson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Back to throw. McPherson. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings go. Signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down and goal to go.
8 reads. Hey, lock it. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on first down. McPherson. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got him. Check 4, check 4.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Big trip.
From the gun, McPherson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the